And we are back. You love my mask. It's to protect myself against this lovely young lady. She's wearing a mask. She doesn't want to be identified. Can we call you by your first name?
Yes, you can.
This is Bridget, everyone. And you always like to interview people so that the information you guys are getting becomes educational, entertaining, and informative so that you can be help yourself out better. Okay? So let's begin. Bridget, you got injured on the job, or was yours something else?
On the job.
It was on the job. Please tell everyone what happened.
I had a pre-existing condition.
So let's start here. This podcast, this episode, this interview will be repeated 3 times in 3 different sections. So I apologize to the audience, but there are 3 lessons that are going to be taught here. Okay, one is that she had a pre-existing condition, okay, which was not job related, correct?
Correct.
Okay,
But
and
the
so,
job
but the job by
was
doing,
aware of the condition and was told not to put me on my big job.
so the job knew that she had pre-existing condition, she had limitations, and they violated her rights. And so, correct me if I'm wrong, that over a period of time, the work that you were doing aggravated your pre-existing condition.
Correct.
Correct. So now we went from a pre-existing condition being aggravated over a period of time, which would be a case for filling out a CA2, right?
Yeah.
Because an occupational disease claim is something that happens in more than one shift or one period of time, happens over a longer period of time, right? And what happened next?
I went to the doctor.
You went to a doctor. Did you come here first?
No.
Okay. And you went to the doctor, and what happened?
And he put down that it was a sprain to the lower spine.
So the doctor put down a condition, and did that case get accepted for that simple condition?
No,
Oh, and why not?
because it wasn't just a sprain. It was
And-
worded wrong.
So what did we just learn? We're up to talking about the 5 factors, which is the 3rd part that we're going to talk about, specifically causal relationship. Did the doctor write causal relationship?
No.
No. So your case got denied, not just because of the simplicity of the diagnosis, but also because they did not include causal relationship.
Yes.
You then were referred to riverdalewellness.com, 718-601-1540. Is that true?
Yes.
You came to Riverdale Wellness to see the medical doctor.
Correct.
The medical doctor explained to you that the work you did over a period of time caused your medical condition to be both exacerbated, right? So you had a pre-existing condition that became exacerbated, and then after writing your paperwork and doing a proper causal relationship, what happened to your case?
They got approved.
Okay, so you went from being denied to learning about a CA2 and incorporating a pre-existing condition, becoming aggravated, getting accepted for that.
Yes.
So let's end on this note. So those are 3 lessons that can be taught to our audience. Is that fair?
True.
So what would be a lesson that you would also give people on your own that you want to put out there, because you're a postal worker that got injured or was hurt, or their job put them into an unsafe position, whatever those things all mean, what would be one lesson that you'd like to share with the audience?
Make sure you go to the correct doctor who knows what they're talking about, even though, you explain to them everything that happened, and then get yourself a doctor who knows and who is aware of your condition, like Riverdale Wellness, that helped me get my case approved. And I'm very grateful.
And by the way, let's not just say that here. The other sponsors for
there's
our
other sponsors out
that
there
are
as
out
well.
there that
You
have
can
been
get more than
vetted.
one opinion.
And not just that, by the way, because you can be in Timbuktu, right? Not just in Riverdale, Bronx, New York, right?
Yes.
So the information that these podcasts are supposed to give is not just meant for here. You have people as the federal government, they work all over the country, And so if they can learn those things, is finding a doctor who really knows the paperwork, who knows what causal relationship is, knows how to put that on paper. And is it how many sentences? Is it one or many more sentences?
Many more.
So, and we'll end on this note because I want to make a short, sweet, and to the point. Causal relationship is not to say that the work you did caused the condition. The doctor believes that it is, and that's fine, but that's not what the government is looking for. So if I was to give one bit of advice, and we will spend another episode just on that, the episode hopefully will include what is causal relationship and how one can benefit from not just a one-word sentence.
Correct.
Thank you. I appreciate you giving us your time. And commercial back. Let's see what comes next when we come back.
If you're a federal employee who's been injured on the job, you know it's important to get your case approved by OWCP to get wage loss compensation and medical care. However, the paperwork can be tricky. At Nassau Queens Medical Care PLLC, we specialize in getting you the medical attention you need right away. With over 12 years' experience in treating federal employees who are injured on the job, our doctors are experts in OWCP regulations, procedures, and forms. Our medical team diagnoses, evaluates, and treats injured workers for their injuries. Dr. Eisen has helped countless injured federal workers get better and led their cases. Your case is too important to let an inexperienced doctor who does not master OWCP paperwork mess it up. Trust us to establish your case with OWCP so you can get all the benefits and treatment you deserve. Call us at 718-316-6870 or visit our website, fedmedny.com, to schedule an appointment today.
And we are back again. This little shield here is like my mask. I can't get through to you. So the purpose of this next segment is, again, an interview. And we're here to interview someone. To preface it, can I call you by your first name?
Yes, you can.
Okay. The person was not a patient here. So this is not about this office. Okay. But this is, again, to educate all federal workers out there who got injured on the job what is necessary. So let's begin. You got injured on the job, yes or no?
Yes, I did.
Was it a motor vehicle accident that happened to you?
Yes, it was.
Okay. You went to see a doctor. You live in New Jersey, and your case got approved or denied?
It's been approved.
Was it originally approved?
Originally denied.
It was originally denied. So you went to a doctor who you thought was an expert in federal workers' comp and dealing with the paperwork. And you then, for whatever reason, because your case got denied, what did you do next? You went to look for an orthopedist. When you went to the orthopedist, did they know about federal workers' comp?
No, fortunately not.
The new one?
The new one, yes.
The new one, yes. The first one, no. The new one, yes.
Yes.
And what was missing from the first one's paperwork? Causal relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just review again. Person got injured on the job, which was in a car accident. So it's pretty straightforward. There was an accident there, right? Police came, right?
Yep.
You went to the emergency room,
Really are.
right? So these are all like a real injury. It's not like a made up one where the cops came, the car was damaged, and all the rest. Postal vehicle, right? Person goes to their doctor, a new doctor, right? Because who's supposedly an expert, wasn't an expert because they didn't do causal relationship. You then went to an orthopedist who was referred to you that was told that they knew federal workers' comp.
Correct.
And you went there, and the doctor filled out the causal relationship portion, and then your case got accepted.
Finally
got accepted. Wonderful. So I'm going to end the interview on this part, which is hopefully the learning lesson for all of you out there, because this is what this is all about. It's to educate, entertain. Obviously, we have portions of the segment that are there to entertain you, but the other portion is to inform. What message will you give, or can you give, or you feel you want to give to an injured federal worker out there? What would be the one message that you would give?
The one message is ask questions, look for the right person, don't settle. And really just make sure someone's there to help you, not just to themselves.
Okay. So now, to help with that, would you suggest then following our podcast so that you become educated and informed?
Mark Eisen on YouTube. Yes, follow. It is funny. It is funny, but it's very informative.
Okay.
Lots of knowledge. Lots to know people.
Okay. And so really that's all, right? Know the 5 factors, know what it means. Follow all our podcasts so you know all the information that's out there, so that the person can benefit, not because they want to be a patient, because you can live anywhere. But if you don't know what the 5 factors are, you don't know what the medical reports are supposed to have, what will happen to your case?
Denied, and he's got all the answers.
And how long did it take to get your case approved, by the way?
Well, if I may, it was approved within 24 hours, denied 24 hours. It took a year to get it back.
So keep in mind, if she could not work for a year, right, because of the pain, and she couldn't see a medical doctor to solve the problem, to go back to work, and then you're without money for an entire year,
Yeah.
you can imagine how frustrated she was, okay? People, thank you very much. We'll be back right after these words from our sponsor.
Are you a federal worker that has been injured on the job? Are you struggling to find a doctor who knows how to navigate DOL and OWCP paperwork? There are 2 types of injury claim. A CA1 is for traumatic injury claim, and a CA2 is for an occupational disease claim. Traumatic injury means in one moment you get hurt and then report it. Occupational disease claims to refer to an injury that took place over a period of time and then reported. Here's a tidbit. On the CA1, check off on the first page that you want COP so you won't lose out on pay. Please call 800-535-5261 to see if we can help you with the medical paperwork and recover from those injuries. www.federalworkerscompdoctors.com, as we have 2 decades worth of experience, and check on our Google review.
Paul's Weekly Joke.
So what did baby corn say to mommy corn?
I don't know.
Where's popcorn?
Where is popcorn?
When is a reasonable time to expect your paperwork to be completed by your medical doctor? What responsibilities do you take in your paperwork? On the 2nd or 3rd visit with your federal workers' compensation doctor, your certified OWCP doctor will review your findings with you. That is X-rays, MRIs, and other diagnostics tests. The doctor will then write your medical narrative. When you see the doctor and they're writing a narrative report for you, the narrative report will include: 1. Did you file timely? So the quicker you get your tests done and give the doctor your case number, the quicker you'll get accepted. 2. Are you a federal employee? 3. What are the facts of the injury? 4. Did it happen during the performance of duties? And the last one, which is so important and crucial to your case getting accepted, it says establish causal relationship, which means the medical evidence establishes that the diagnosed condition is causally related to the injury or event that occurred specifically to you. The narrative will then be written and must be proved by you, the patient. Why? So that you review your medical history that you gave the medical doctor, and you review the doctor's diagnosis, and remember, it's your medical record. And then you send it up as well to the DOL through ecomp.dol.gov. Please call 718-601-1540 to see if we can help you with your medical paperwork and recover from those injuries, as we have 2 decades worth of experience, and check out our Google reviews.
We will end today's episode with: do all the good you can, by all the means you can, in all the ways you can, in all the places you can, at all the times you can, to all the people you can, as long as ever you can, by John Wesley. Everyone have a wonderful weekend. Best health and love. Show it to everyone. Have a great weekend.